How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, bringing you guys an update on Aster here. As of October 15th, it's just midnight here in North America, depending where you are around the world. We're going to take a look at what's happening with Aster going into Wednesday morning. So again, if you did watch my H-bar update, you guys know what's going on with the broader market. Over the last 1.5 to 2 hours, we did see the market, going back into the green, which is, of course, always a nice thing to see. But again, as I highlighted to you guys in that update, Bitcoin is something we still want to be paying very close attention to. But again, I'm going to highlight all of that for you guys right now. Aster up 14.3% right now. Before the market, shifted into this bullish momentum over the last 2 hours, you were still looking at Aster holding up quite strong, which is something we want to be looking very, very closely to. Price $1.53, again, up about 12.8% in USD, up 12% in Bitcoin comparative. The valuation $3.1 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume sitting at about $1.3 billion. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So dominance right now is pulling down. Currently sitting at 59.18%, exactly what you want to see the dominance do, because of course we did retest 59.71% about 24 hours back. Since then, the dominance has been on a decline, exactly what you want to see. But with that being said, this is a support for the dominance around this exact level. Breaking below here takes us back up to, back down to where we were just 24 hours back, around 58.92%. But speaking about the last 24 hours, we've seen a major swing, of course, due to a Bitcoin retesting the 23.6 Fibonacci support line. Again, something we've been highlighting on the channel quite a bit. As of now, the price of Bitcoin has been able to, stay within the 23.6. But with that being said, until we don't get to our confirmation zone, there is still a chance, and I'm still playing it as, that there is still an opportunity for Bitcoin to still go towards the downside. Again, yesterday we did see a major liquidation once again from the, future side of things, and we're looking at about $700 million, which again, by no means is a small number. But if Bitcoin breaks above 116, goes to our confirmation at 117,000, we could be having a different conversation then. But with that being said, as I stated to you guys before, Aster has been showing significant, bullish momentum here for us, since this wick down to $1.10. Again, anyone that were able to get in, and believe it or not, I did read some comments, because Aster, I know it's a lot of centralized exchanges were, crashed at this point, but people that were buying Aster directly on, the DEX itself, because of course we're talking about decentralization, and this is the beauty of decentralization, and people are understanding that, hey, what, with this crash, some people were still able to, get their hands on Aster at a, major discount. Because speaking about that major discount that I just highlighted for you guys, let me pull out the charts again. I don't know where the charts went. We are on H-bar. So here, let me pull out the charts for you guys. You could see for yourself, again, $1.10. That is a very, very big pullback. And again, we saw that happen across the board. But for Aster, since then, the price has appreciated almost 50%. Let that sink in. Yes, that's correct. Almost a 50% gain in such a short span of time. And anyone that was able to get in around here, that's pretty much a 50% increase right off the bat. And it does not look like it wants to slow down. So of course, when Bitcoin did retest the 23.6 support line, believe it or not, Aster did react. It did react to that. And again, after we retested that $1.60 range, we saw a retracement of about 20% for Aster. But look, short-lived, things picking up once again back above the $1.50 key resistance. Now, obviously playing as a support, and we're looking at an increase of about 17.4%. So anyone that was able to get in around this range as well was able to make about a 20% gain right off the bat on Aster. And again, your market conditions are still not the best, and yet, Aster is looking really, really good. And that is very, very impressive. And I've highlighted my personal projection to you guys on Aster, of course, due to the CZ, backing, and of course, it being a decentralized platform, a lot of people farming, the airdrop. Obviously, Hyperliquid is, being, it's like it has a big competitor in the crypto space now, and you can really see that as well. Aster has been outpacing Hyperliquid as well, and you can see for yourself, Hyperliquid went down about 8% over the last 24 hours when the market retested a little bit. Aster was still holding up quite well. So again, speaks for itself. Obviously, valuation is much smaller, but I think Aster is coming for that position, in my opinion. Again, that's my own personal opinion. Only time is going to tell, not financial advice. But if you're looking, again, tokenomics, I've already commented on the tokenomics, not the best tokenomics, by no means it's the best, but again, I think over time that is going to get better, but that is a risk factor that people need to consider, because of course that means there will be more unlocks, which means that those could be going onto the market. But now if you're looking at the price of Aster, after retesting this low here for itself, you're starting to see this upward trajectory forming again, a higher high, higher lows, and with this way the thing is set up, I'm projecting $1.74 in the next upcoming days with the way things are going right now. Obviously, the level that we're retesting right now is a resistance for itself around $1.53. Breaking above here, I think takes us back up. Pretty much opens the door, I would say, up to the $1.73, which is about a 14% increase from where we currently are. And I am projecting that to be the next target. Breaking above there takes us back up to this consolidation range, and of course after that, all-time highs could be on play. Eyeing this, very closely. I think Aster has some room to grow, especially when the altcoin season occurs. Believe it or not, I know a lot of people think altcoin season is not going to happen, but I think altcoin season is still imminent, based off of my own personal opinion. If you're looking at even the Fed side of things, the rate cut is coming, and I still think the market hasn't really priced itself in for the rate cut itself, but I think it's going to do that slowly but surely. But Bitcoin kind of needs to find a ground for itself, but it is showing those choppiness that I did expect after seeing that big retracement that we saw for ourselves. But Aster is something that I think does have some room to grow. And of course, if when the parabolic mania comes, I think this could have legs for itself. But we're going to take it one step at a time. Like as I said, step-by-step process. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think. Right now, the target is for it to go up to $1.73, but we need to break out of this key resistance. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on X, link in the description box below. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.